This was the obsidian card for the ultra-rich. With it, you could buy virtually anything in the world. Georgie handed the card to Burns. He had his eye on a $1 million necklace but couldn't bring himself to buy it. After some persuasion from Georgie, he finally swiped the card and bought the necklace. From that day on, Burns began living an ultra-luxurious lifestyle. At his parties, elephants served drinks, motorcycles delivered food. Burns had never imagined he could throw such extravagant parties.
Well then, good news, Monty. This is your party.
Every day, Georgie led Burns into spending millions of dollars. Gradually, Burns lost all sense of the value of money. Georgie's plan was slowly coming together. At an auction, Georgie planned to spend $1 million on Charles's basketball lessons. He also hinted that Burns should place a bid.
Going twice, $10 million! Sold!
Although Burns wasn't interested in basketball, he enjoyed the feeling of spending money.
Still better than Shaq.
After that, Burns continued wasting money every day. He even surrounded himself with useless freeloading friends. Then he handed out Rolex watches to them. Anyone who praised Burns could receive a sports car. He never even checked his account balance. One day, Homer brought the obsidian card statement to Burns. He believed Burns was on the verge of bankruptcy. Burns didn't believe him. But when he went to fill up a sports car with gas, the worker discovered that the obsidian card had been declined. The card was linked to all of Burns' assets. If there was no money left, it meant he was already bankrupt.
I'm afraid I have to destroy your card.
Good luck. It's tempered titanium and coated with powdered diamond.
But the card was easily destroyed. Burns' mansion and private jet were also taken away for loan repayments. He lost all of his wealth. Even then, he still hadn't realized that something was wrong with Georgie until Homer reminded him. Georgie's song had reached the top of the charts. The lyrics mocked Burns for being tricked out of all his money. Georgie was the CEO of the Obsidian Card Company. Through his carefully planned scheme, Burns' fortune and even the nuclear power plant had become his.
You're broke now. Your cash was your passion. Now Jay owns your ass, son.
Burns was heartbroken after learning he had been deceived. He began crying loudly. His life had completely hit rock bottom. Once he had no money left, all his fake friends abandoned him. Even the hunting dog he had raised since childhood was taken away by Georgie.
Jay, I don't understand. I thought we were friends. We were going to open up a money-losing winery together. We can still hang out, even though our owners are fighting. Not being bitten.
Fortunately, Homer still hadn't left his side.
Faithful Simpson. You would never go back to the nuclear plant that was so cruelly taken from me?
Homer wanted to ask his wife's opinion. Marge didn't care who owned the nuclear plant. Homer needed to support his family, so he still had to go to work. In the end, he boarded the ferry to work for the sake of his family. Homer arrived at the greatest nuclear power plant in the world, because there was always a party going on there. He entered Georgie's office. To test Homer's loyalty, Georgie assigned him a special task. He ordered Homer to erase every trace of Burns from the nuclear power plant. Feeling guilty, Homer threw away Burns' belongings.
Don't look at me! Stop looking at me!
Georgie prepared a special gift for Homer. The wall was covered with pies of every flavor imaginable. There was even pineapple pie.
Homie, what's wrong?
I've never seen such beautiful cobbler.
But even after eating thousands of pies, Homer still felt empty inside because he had betrayed Burns. After eating too much, Homer went looking for an empty grave so he could throw up. There, he unexpectedly found the fallen Burns. After going bankrupt, he could only live in a grave and survive by eating wildflowers and grass. Homer confessed that he had gone back to work at the nuclear power plant. He also admitted that he had been tempted by the pies. Burns only wanted to know one thing: which side Homer was on now.
I'm not going back to that job. I'm going to stay here with you, and we're going to get even with JG. And as God is my witness, I will not tell my wife what I'm up to.
Oh, that's good.
Afterward, they began discussing a plan for revenge, but all of their ideas either lacked funding or were impossible to carry out. So Homer brought Bart in to help. Bart was the best at coming up with vicious schemes, but Bart didn't want to help a penniless Burns.
The cape and gloves of the infamous Gaslight Strangler change your mind?
Can Bart help Burns win everything back? To be continued tomorrow.